Hey everybody, welcome back to my 6th vlog of Kyle Coughlin Vlogs. Now it's Monday. I didn't do any over the weekend because this is going to be officially a Monday through Friday thing until moving forward, and I maybe get more time on the weekends. But for now, I think this is a really good start. Monday through Friday, consistently around 5 to 6 p.m. CST. I hope that works for you guys as well. So, where are we at today? Well, what I want to talk about today is something, of course, that we all go through. As you guys can tell, this is kind of the theme I'm going with here. You know, typical life stuff that we all go through that, you know, maybe we could all use some help on, including myself. So, and as I talk through these things, I'm actually figuring a lot of things about myself as well. So this is helping me, this is helping you guys, it's helping everyone, it's a win-win. That's what I love about doing this kind of stuff, so appreciate you guys joining in again. My name is Kyle Coughlin, if you didn't catch my username on YouTube here. But anyhow, without further ado, we're going to talk about feeling sorry for yourself. Yeah. Another kind of emotional, getting at yourself kind of a thing that I feel like we all get into from time to time. In the moment of stress, the moment of athletics, school, family, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, there's plenty of occasions where we all just basically feel sorry for ourselves. Now, what exactly do I mean by this, feeling sorry for yourself? Well, it's kind of like putting yourself in a third-person mode. Like if someone else was looking in on a certain situation that I didn't feel really good about, you know, that third person viewpoint would feel sorry for me because of X reason why I'm not feeling well. Except that third person is you. You're just viewing yourself from a different mindset and you're banging yourself up over whatever it is that it is. So like for example, let's say maybe you did bad on a test in school and you just felt really bad because you thought you studied well, you thought you did all these things that would lead to a good grade, yet you got a bad grade and now you're beating yourself up over it, you're moping on the way home from school, you're mean to your parents, your family, what have you. That's what I'm talking about here when you feel sorry for yourself. It's in the moment of when something doesn't go your way for something that you care about. Then you immediately start attacking yourself. You start calling yourself names. You start beating yourself up. I know this happens because I do it from time to time. I mean, we're all guilty of it. I mean, who am I kidding here? I mean, I beat myself a lot. I'm my world's hardest critic. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. I do feel sorry for myself a lot because I expect a lot from myself. So I think that's what happens sometimes with us, is that we set these really high expectations, and if we don't meet that goal, we don't meet that next level that we want to hit, then we start, our ego just basically sinks, and we go into this mode of just feeling bad and almost sick. It's like a sickness. It's like a really depressive darkness that takes over our mind and just destroys any type of hope that we might have. And not to get super dire here, but I'm just saying, you know, this has happened to me, so I know it's probably happened to some of you guys out there. You know, this is basic human emotions that we're talking about here. We're all guilty of it at some point in our lives, whether it was yesterday or a month ago or today or what have you. So, but the good news is there's great ways to combat this feel bad for yourselfness. One, you just get over it. Just move on. Just know that it's not helping you. I know that because when I've been in times like that, it's never led to anything. It's never helped me. It's never been good for whatever it is that I'm looking to achieve. It's always has been a hindrance. It reduces my creativity. It slows me down. It makes me sit in bed and mope about it. It just, learning to let go and moving on is so important. So letting go of whatever it is that's bothering you will be one of the only ways you can move on from this sorriness that you feel for yourself. It's the one thing to what I just mentioned, that will really allow you to kind of press forward in your ambitions. And I see it happen a lot in athletics. I see it happen a lot in school. See it happen a lot in social media. You know, and I think one of the biggest root causes of this is like the sense of immediate gratification that we all want. We all want things to happen now. When we put in our effort in, we want things to happen. When we put in the work, we put in the effort, we expect the results, and when we don't, that's when this kind of kicks in, this sorriness, this moping the head down, walking with your hands in the pockets, kicking rocks. You know, you've seen, you know, Snoopy. He's definitely been guilty of that, the old TV show, and comics. But yeah, and a lot of this is stemming from my experience in cross country. I'm going to use cross country a lot in these examples because I got great experience from running competitively both in high school and college, and both my coaches both mentioned this very thing. It's very deadly kind of disease of the mind to have, to feel sorry for yourself if you, let's say, didn't do good in a race. Like if I experienced a bad race, we were obviously told not to feel sorry for yourself. We would cool down, we would stretch, we would refuel, you know, eat a granola bar, drink some water, Gatorade, and move on. And just make sure that you don't act like that again, because basically you become mentally weak in the process. Your subconscious is telling you, no, you can't do this again, you suck at life, yada yada yada. I could name off much worse things that your mind is probably telling you, that I've told myself many times in the past. But regardless, the big thing here to know is that it's hindering you from your ultimate goal, and it will not help you feeling sorry for yourself. It will not aid your quest to achieve whatever it is you're trying to achieve. And you know, it happens though. You know, it's all right. You don't have to feel sorry for yourself that you felt sorry for yourself, and then you suddenly get in this huge, like, you know, recurring pattern here. You just, like everything else, you have to just become self-aware and know what is happening, how you're feeling. Maybe start writing down what you're feeling, so when you can see it written, that might become a really good awareness for you. I've actually started doing that myself. I started kind of taking a journal, if you will, just basically writing down my thoughts and just getting them out there. And that's actually helped me in a lot of situations, especially when I've been feeling sorry for myself, because once you see it on paper or on your phone in like a notes app, you're able to become aware of what was actually going through your head, and then you're actually able, in addition, you're able to track your progress maybe the next day or the week from now. Maybe you go back into it, you start writing your thoughts again, you go, oh, last week I wasn't feeling so hot, but this week I'm feeling great, and I'm actually on a roll now since I started doing this, so this is helping a ton with what I'm doing. You know, I'm going to continue to maybe take notes in my mind every day, so I can kind of track to see my progress, where I'm going with this whole thing that's going through my head. You know, this really negative darkness that's just influencing my thoughts. So that's definitely one strategy I've utilized that's really helped to me to this day. And I don't do it every day. You know, I actually typically do it when I'm not feeling that well, mentally, that is. You know, if I'm having a bad day or if I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'll whip out my phone, I'll just start writing, because then once you see it, you become aware of it, and then you're able to stop and move forward from it. And that's the biggest thing here, just becoming aware, letting go of whatever it is, and hopefully trying to find the lesson in it. You know, the other week we talked about lessons and failure. Well, all this stuff kind of, it all still is relative and ties in. It's all about learning and becoming self-aware in that situation. Because if you don't learn from it, the universe is going to smack you right in the face. All right, that wasn't really much of a slap. Bam! I just slapped myself to show you guys a point there. I hope you heard it on the mic here. But, oh, that kind of hurt. Just kidding. It was a soft slap. But you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say here. It's the universe or God or whoever it is that you believe in or don't believe in. Something, the situation is trying to tell you something, right? It's trying to tell you, You need to do this differently. You need to operate on a different mindset, a different level. And when you learn this, you can move on, and hopefully it won't happen again. But if it does, you know how to operate next time. And that's what it's all about. Preparing yourself for next time, for the future, and just living the life that you imagined through attaining whatever goal it is that you're working towards. Whew. All right, everybody. That about does it for today. Remember, if you ever feel sorry for yourself, pull your head back up, become aware of what's going through your head, write down your thoughts, forgive yourself, let go, move on, and live a great life. All right, everybody, this is Kyle Coughlin. Please be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and also add me on Snapchat at ProducerKCM, and you can find all my other relevant social media links in the description below. Thanks for watching again. I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.